Yeah, that's right, we're back with another video. And today I'm pretty excited because I'm here at Cardiff's Ramp World. Now, if you're in the market for ramps, Ramp World really has a world of ramps. And I've treated myself to a bit of a session here. And the ramp that I've got in mind out of all of these ramps is the spine ramp. Now, I've been coming here for a while, and every time I come here, it seems unthinkable to be able to transfer over the top of this spine. It's by far the biggest spine that I've found to date. I reckon getting over the top of this is going to provide a significant challenge. Now, I've had a bit of a go on spines over the years. They've always been much smaller, and I've always had a lot of fun trying to get over the spine in various different ways. So I've been thinking about getting over this spine overnight, and as usual, I had lofty ambitions, and as soon as I got here and saw this spine in the flesh again, they all sort of fell on their side, because this spine is pretty big and it's pretty steep. So I'm gonna have to come up with a plan of attack. And I think the first thing I'm gonna do is get in there and just get used to the transition, maybe do a few rock to fakies and see if I can get that going. I'm torn as to which transfer to go for. Basically, my only ambition today is to try and transfer over that spine. So I'm thinking maybe just to rock over the top would be an option, but it's really steep. And I've never really fakey rocked back in over anything so steep. The second option could be to go up into a blunt, but again, that's pretty intimidating because I'm going to be right up there balancing on the tail. And the third one is going to be to try an axle stall over the top. So I'll see if I can offer that one up. That might be an option as well. Anyway, enough of my yakking. Let's get into it. Okay, I've had a bit of a warm up. First job was to see if I could get that rock to fakie going. And that was pretty intimidating. I know it won't come out on the video, but this spine is way steeper and way bigger than I thought it was in my dreams last night. And then I started trying to get up on the top just to feel it out. I came up against my usual trouble with the rock over the spine, and that is just trying to get over fast enough with enough commitment to get right up on top. And then once I'm on top, trying not to bail, trying to keep the board straight, and also trying to commit to coming back in. So I haven't made one as yet, but I'm knocking on the door, so I thought I'd start the camera and start talking you through the process. So I'm going to send it in and see if I can get over the top. So my mission is rock fakie, try and keep my knees bent, whoa, tail stall, and then over the top. If it goes wrong, whoa, I can just kick the board behind me, go for the knee slide. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's pretty exciting. So I think if I can just go faster, and if I can just combine that with bending my knees a bit more, should be able to get over the top. And it's just a case of committing those back wheels. Whoa. Now, I had a hefty battle before that, so that wasn't third try. It feels pretty exciting. I managed to clip the back wheels on the way over, which got the heart fluttering. I need to keep that adrenaline going, keep the special bar up, see if I can make 2 in a row to make it true. Come on. Okay, that's a little bailing trick I've learned over the years. When I'm teetering on the top there, if it's not going the way I fancy, just kick the board backwards away from me and then knee slide down the transition. And it's actually a little bit easier on this ramp because it's so big. Transition can gather me up. Don't really need to get too tight in there. Let's get it going, come on. 2 to make it true. What we don't want to. So I try and snap the front foot up. Nope. Oh. That falling backwards one, it's the worst feeling. For that one, I just find I need to stick with it and then bail and see if I can do a little cat-like knee slide. Oh, that's pretty exciting. I find when I make a trick, I get that surge of adrenaline, that feeling of accomplishment. And I lose a little bit of focus for a second. Rarely back it up with a second one straight away. the special bar still up. I'm gonna see if I can get an axle over the spine. So I'm gonna try a convoluted line. I think I'll start over this side, come in over the speed bump, rock fakie, and then straight into it. Oh, first try. Oh my goodness, the special bar is up. That was pretty exciting. Yeah, I was lucky to catch that back wheel, and then as I came in, oh yes. So the last one I want to try is the blunt over the spine, either with a nose grab or just straight over on the tail. I think it's going to be the nose grab version just for safety. Before I do that, I'm going to bed in a couple more of those fakie axles over, and then we'll start going for a bit of blunt action. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to see how it feels getting up into that blunt. Now, I'm nursing a bit of a back injury at the moment, excuses, but I'll see how it feels. I think that position might be troublesome. Oh my goodness, enough of my yakking. Let's just get it going. Here we go. I just seem a long way up there. Yeah. Whoa. That's pretty scary. It's good to get that one out of the way. I think that's about as bad as it could go. Right, the GoPro's saying it's reporting my fourth. Oh, there you go. So whoever gets that report, stand down. I know it sounds funny, but things like that get my confidence levels back up. Sort of quite close to it, came up in a little bit of a pivot position and then slipped off. But it wasn't too bad. So I'm now thinking that I should really go for it. Okay, I know what's happening. I'm just twisting my shoulder out of it because I don't fancy it, and that's getting the board round. So if I keep my shoulder into it, I'm going to fly over. Woo! When I was thinking this through last night, I was definitely thinking the blunt over would be one of the easier ones, but it's proven to be one of the riskier ones. Oh my goodness, I think if I can get both wheels over, keep that front shoulder committed, I'm going to be okay. That was it. Oh, I just bailed that one because I felt my back foot get out of position, but that was definitely it at a rate of knots. Oh, exciting times. Get my breath back. All the excuses under the sun. 50 years old today. Bit of a cold, bit of a cough, hurt your back, hurt your knee. Oh. Okay, I'm going to try and relax a bit. Just let it happen. Okay, I managed to tickle over the top. Full sort of survival mode. Arms are flailing. Just about made it over. Stoked to get 3 different ways over the larger spine in the bag. And that's 3 more than I thought I'd get when I first entered the building and my heart fell on its side. So I'm going to keep on going. I want to tidy up this blunt over the spine, and then I'll reflect on the things that helped me make a few. that's it for this video. I had a lovely old time here at Ramp World. The spine is a solid 6 foot and it's been my Everest of spines for many years. So it feels great to have finally got over the top. And to get over the top in 3 different methods is far beyond my expectations, especially when I arrived here. I had a few things against me today. One was that I just don't ride the spine ramp enough. So that lack of familiarity was enough to give me a lack of confidence, and what I needed on the bigger spine was definitely confidence. But I found as I got into it, the adrenaline went up, the special bar went up, and the bigger spine was actually easier for certain things. It was definitely easier to bail on because I had more time and more transition to leap into. I could also kick that board away and it would go flying off and there was no way I was going to land back on it, which was quite comforting. And as long as I remembered all of the key points that I found out on other ramps, I found that I could eventually get over the top. Now for rocking over the top, the main thing that helped me do it was to really suck my knees up as I hit the spine. And that's quite counterintuitive because I think to start with, I had my knees too straight. And the other thing was to go as fast as possible and commit over the top. Again, totally a game of opposites. But eventually when I did that and kept my shoulder in line, the whole thing tracked. The other thing that I found happened was I was clipping the back wheels just because I'm not used to riding a spine this steep. But I figured I'd just take a win of getting over without coming a cropper every day of the week. The second method was the fakie axle over the top. And I think I should have started with this one. I couldn't work out whether it was just that my special bar and adrenaline was up and I was used to the transition that made it easier. But I think on reflection, it was definitely easier to try and axle over the top of the bigger spine. The third one I tried was also easier than the rock over, and that was the blunt over the top. And I found as soon as I committed to that and really wanted to go over the top, I could make it. That was a pretty good workout. I've got a proper sweat on, pumping that big transition and also dealing with the adrenaline that triggered. So I'm gonna go and get a cup of tea, maybe a slice of birthday cake, and I'm gonna just have a bit of a sit down. So if you're new to the channel, feel free to hit subscribe. I make new videos every week. You can also follow me on Instagram at John Bishop Skate. As ever, my name's been John Bishop and I'm a middle-aged guy learning how to skate.